Let's go. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Let's go. 82 yards for the touchdown.
Well, back to pass again. And he throws, but it's tipped and then picked off.
Some shaking and baking, and he's not going to stop until he's dragged down.
Now, live from WGAL and locations across the Susquehanna Valley, it's News 8's Football Friday.
Hello and welcome to Week 2 of Football Friday. I'm your co-host Mike Hostetler, live from News 8's Master Control. We have 17 games for you tonight all throughout the Susquehanna Valley. We'll have live reports from Pat Principe, Barbara Barr, and Danny Palmels coming up in just a moment. But for now, we start with our game of the night. Two teams in the York Adams League that both realistically have a shot to win their league there. Susquehanna, the preseason favorite in York Division 2, and Bermudian Springs, who upset Northern last week. And they come in all shapes and all sizes in Bermudian Springs. Third quarter, Susquehanna with the lead, looking for more. However, Andrew Mossy's pass is picked off by Jeff France, and this keeps the Eagles in the ball game. Fourth quarter now. Dave Zeminski rolling right, then lets her rip. France is way behind the defense, no one near him. He rolls 57 yards for the score. Bermudian Springs is catching up. They're within 10, but Susquehanna would prevail. Chaz Powell makes one of the best runs you're ever going to see. Breaking tackles, slipping tackles, shaking, baking, running over men. Look at this madman. They can't bring him down. A gain of 38 yards. And later in the drive, Powell caps it off, taking it in. Susquehanna rolls to victory, 31-14. All right, it was a very special night for an LL team in Lancaster County. For more on that, let's check in live with Pat Principe.
Football Friday has come back to Columbia. We're being greeted by the Columbia band here, and the Columbia cheerleaders have their own special sign for us. Check this out. Oh, that's a beauty, isn't it? Columbia High School loves Football Friday. You know, it's a very special night here in Columbia because tonight was the night they dedicated their newly refurbished field, a brand new field surface, brand new set of bleachers, brand new field house. And it was a big night. And hey, what better way to celebrate a big night than with a win over Scotland? The Cadets coming in with a 14-game losing streak. Columbia coming off a season opening 71-point win over Eastern. And as you might expect for a special night like this, the stands are packed. And what a game this was. Second quarter, Columbia down 14-13. Bill Gambler to Joe Williams. Great catch, 35 yards, 19-14 Columbia. Scotland's next possession, they come right back. This is Kevin Marshall cutting back to the middle. And see you later, 69-yard touchdown, 20-19 Scotland at the half. Now we go to the fourth quarter, Scotland up 26-19. 4 tries on first and goal from the 2, and they are stopped every time. That really turned the tide, pardon the pun. And then on the very next play, or 2 plays later, from the 1-yard line, Damian Seals going right, picking up blockers, heading for the sideline. Are you kidding me? 99 yards for the touchdown. And Columbia goes up 27-26. But folks, it's far from over because here comes Scotland back. Their Division I college recruit, Greg Robinson, and this is Mr. Robinson's neighborhood here, breaks 1 tackle, breaks another tackle. He'll break a 3rd one here, 39 yards. Scotland leads 34-27 with 7 minutes to play. The tie down, but not out. It's Seals going left from the 9 and then tiptoeing into the end zone. Columbia's down 1, 35-34. They go for 2 points in the win, and it's Joe Williams. He's no ordinary Joe. He gets in at the pylon. Columbia wins a thriller, 35-34. But give credit to Scotland. They played one heck of a ball game. All right, just up the road a piece, it's Hempfield. The Black Knights ready to joust with Red Lion. Scoreless in the first quarter. Red Lion with the ball, but not for long. The fumble forced by Alex Pushkar, recovered by Jeff Domes at the Red Lion 18. And then talk about capitalizing on a turnover. The very next play, Charlie Parker, a man among boys here, 18 yards, 7-0 Hempfield, and we want more. and they're going to get it in the second quarter. Hempfield in Red Lion territory. Mike Callahan, little flip out to Puskar. Watch him dance away from tackler there. 14-yard touchdown, 14-0 Hempfield. And the Black Knights go on to put a hurting on Red Lion tonight as they win it 45-6. But lots of excitement here at Columbia. The Crimson Tide win a big ball game, and you can tell they're thrilled. Let's go back to Hossie in a more calm Master Control.
Things a little more subdued here in Master Control. Prince, we continue in the Mid-Penn Conference, the mother of all leagues, not only in Pennsylvania, or not only in the Susquehanna Valley, but probably for all the state of Pennsylvania. Now imagine Ashley Simpson in a singing contest against Aretha Franklin. Well, that's how lopsided the series between Cumberland Valley and Chambersburg has been lately. Cumberland Valley has won the last 11 meetings, and in their last 6 victories, they averaged 46 points per contest. What's more, CV at home for this one. On the West Shore, it's Greg Harold for CV, splitting the uprights as the Eagles go in front, 3-0. Second quarter, CV finds pay dirt. Jordan Abner through the air, up top to Will Sampson, and the Eagles are now leading it 10-0. Chambersburg wasn't about to give up, though. Joe Turner rolls out and fires to Josh Truman, levels the defender and gets into the end zone, but it wasn't enough. Cumberland Valley gets by Chambersburg 24-14. On the scoreboard, Garden Spot earns its first win of the year, 20 points better than CV. Greencastle now 2-0 after topping Palmyra. York Suburban 2 touchdowns better than Hanover. Gettysburg, in a game much closer than expected, holds off New Oxford by a field goal. Fleetwood easily over Northern Lebanon. Oxford 27-0 over Pequea Valley. Eton, another big shutout as they top the Solanco Golden Mules. Lower Dolphin in yet a third shutout, 40-0 over Susquehanna. Altoona easily over CD East. Cedar Crest bounces back from last week's loss to Lebanon by beating Hershey 35-20. James Buchanan already has its first win this year as it tops Fairfield 38-7. Ephrata 15-13 over Lebanon in a good one. East Pennsboro tops Susquehanna 35-14, and Biglerville gets its first win of the season, topping the York Catholic Irish. Coming up, a matchup from the old Central Penn days as McCaskey takes on York High. We'll have your winner coming up.
News 8's Football Friday is sponsored by Toyota, Wolf Furniture, and Highmark Blue Shield.
During Wolf Furniture's Labor Day sale, take advantage of free financing till 2009 on sale items throughout the store.
Like this Broyhill all-leather group, sofa, chair, and ottoman are 65% off.
Save 50% on a Big Man's leather rocker recliner.
This microfiber chase is over half off, now only $198.
Purchase this gathering table with 4 stools and get 2 swivel bar stools free. All 7 pieces are just $7.98.
Only at Wolf Furniture's Labor Day sale.
More choices, better choices. The all-new Toyota Tacoma, Motor Trend's 2005 Truck of the Year, has the best resale value of any pickup. The new Tacoma is nearly 6 inches wider and a full 5.5 inches longer, with 30% more horsepower, a towing capacity up to 6,500 pounds, and the all-new composite bed that won't rust comes standard. The spacious Tacoma is clearly the leader in its class. Toyota dependability, moving you forward.
The i710 from Nextel. GPS enabled for voice-guided directions, color screen, speakerphone, and a walkie-talkie that connects coast to coast in under a second. And now it's free. Call 877-97-NEXTEL to shop or find a store. Get 800 minutes for $39.99. Call 877-97-NEXTEL now.
Welcome back to Football Friday. We continue with another Rosary Bowl. 2 of the premier Catholic schools in the area, DeLone Catholic and Trinity, both thought to be capable of making the playoffs during the preseason when we were making our prognostications. We go to Adams County, Trinity leading 14-0 at half, but the Squires' first possession of the second half. DeLone's quarterback Chris Burton picked off by Nick King, and King going to go back, returning at 35 yards to set up another Shamrock touchdown as they went up 21-0. Still third quarter, Trinity way up. Matt Hellahan up top to Jared Dupes. Nice sliding catch there. It's 35-0. The Rocks leading this one, and Trinity fans, nothing but smiles. DeLone avoids the shutout when Seth Grimm hits Tyler Hagerman, but that was way too little too late. Trinity goes on to win this one 41-7. Warwick coming off an opening week victory, taking on the best quarterback in the state, Mechanicsburg's Zach Frazier. But early on, Frazier in the shotgun, the snap goes right over his head. Out of the end zone, that is a safety. The Warriors pad their cushion. Sophomore quarterback John Resch firing to Zach Snyder. Warwick leads 9-0. The Wildcats, though, strike late in the opening half. Frazier back long to the fullback, Mike Hellam, who got behind the defense, and the Cats are on the board just before halftime. Third quarter now. The plan is simple for Mechanicsburg. Fire it to Jason Massetti, let him do the rest. And this guy can flat out fly as he races the distance, putting Mechanicsburg in front. And from there, the Cats defense would slam the door. Matt Hertwig making a circus juggling interception on this long pass. 12-9, Mechanicsburg earns its first victory this season. All right, back to Columbia now in Lancaster County for more with Pat Principe. Prince?
Football Friday! Columbia, stand up, yell with us! Football! Football! Columbia, stand up, yell with us! Friday! Friday! Columbia, stand up, yell with us! Football! Friday! Football! Friday! Football! Friday!
I don't know when we've ever been more welcome for a Football Friday show. The Columbia cheerleaders made a great sign for us, now doing a great Football Friday cheer for us. And you can see I'm in the Columbia mood here. I've got pride. Columbia does. They got a lot to be proud of tonight as they rededicate their new field with a thrilling win over Scotland. And we also have the War of the Roses revival in Lancaster tonight. McCaskey, representing the Red Rose City, playing host to the White Rose City York Bearcats. Both squads trying to rebound from disappointing losses 1 week ago. The Red Tornado on their home turf, and they're fired up here, but it's York that comes out on top ahead early in this one. This is Chevelle Jones. Where is he? He gets away and say goodbye. 99 yards, that's our second 99-yard run of the night. Chevelle Jones all the way. The Bearcats had a 2-point conversion and they go up 8-0. And York is not done with those long distance plays. They had a couple of them tonight. Next time they get the ball, this time it's Brendan Weaver taking a little pitch here, and look at him go, heading for the sidelines, and no one's gonna touch him. 70 yards, 14-0, York on top. But McCaskey will come back still in the first quarter. They've got a great hook up here. Lance Diamond, their stud quarterback, escaping the rush, putting it up for Kevin Aguilera. He's got it. 60 yards. That's free long distance and roaming. 14-7. McCaskey within a touchdown. And then in the second quarter, McCaskey will draw even. This will be Luis Lopez taking it in from the 4, tied it at 14. Oh, what a wild game this was. York and a barn burner outlast McCaskey tonight, 45-41. 86 points between the two teams. Incredible. All right, we got more to come here from Columbia, including Barbara Barr later on with a couple of her games. But now, let's head up to Halifax, Twin Valley country, and Danny Pomels.
That's right. We're working overtime here at the 5th quarter. Halifax Methodist United Church. It's pandemonium here. It's the only way I can explain it. We got the bonfire going, but tonight, Halifax, the Wildcats taking on the Lyon Mountain Eagles. Let's go to the highlights, and guess what? Second half action, the Cats up 12-0, but not for long. Quarterback Rodney Knock hits his tight end. Where's Rodney Knock? Rodney Knock drops back and hits his tight end, Sean Fawsey, for an 11-yard pickup. And from there, Knock does the rest. Knock lining up under center and kicking the door in, if you will. That cuts the Wildcats' lead to 5. We pick it up in the fourth quarter. Halifax up by 8, and Knock going to the air once again. This time, Dustin Letterman reels it in, and 54 yards later, he's high-fiving his boys in the end zone. 2-point conversion is good. Tied at 15. We're going down to the wire, but don't tell Derek Grosser. The Cats' tailback drops off the goods on the goal line. A 2-yard TD plunge. Last chance for the Eagles. Knock finds his man, but Check out Jeremiah Linker wrestles the ball away to seal the deal. Halifax wins 21-15. Pandemonium here at the fifth quarter. Halifax United Methodist Church. Danny Palmel's having a good time. I'm going to send it back to you. But first, the Wildcat football team has something to tell you. Wildcats, what's going on?
Let me get a who on 2 times Football Friday!
They are definitely not drinking decaf up in Halifax. Let's go to the scoreboards and show you who else won tonight. Milton Hershey, now 2-0 on the season after beating Elko. Exeter topped Spring Grove by 20, 34-14. Lancaster Catholic's Bobby Czechia, 2 touchdowns for the Crusaders as they beat Shippensburg 31-zip. Reading Central Catholic hands Annville Cleona its second loss of the year, a field goal better for Reading CC. Hollidaysburg over Southwestern, the Mustangs starting the year 0-2. Harrisburg 2-0 on the year after beating State College in a tight one, 15-10 the final there. Central Dauphin rolls over Penridge 42-7. Pottsville over Reading 33-6. Wilson looking impressive. They have a young team, but the Bulldogs roll over Dallastown 47-7. Middletown a touchdown better than Big Spring. The Bubblers of Boiling Springs get a mention in USA Today and improve their record to 2-0 as they shut out Donegal. Camp Hill easily over Eastern York 41-14. Lewistown in a baseball score, 2 points better than Bald Eagle. And Juniata gets its first win of the year by 14 over Williams Valley. All right, the Northern Polar Bears try to bounce back from their surprising loss last week. And we have a Super LL matchup between Manheim Township and Cocalico. The highlights are coming up next, so stick around.
We're the Hershey High School cheerleaders, and you're watching Football Friday. And we love News 8's Danny Palmel.
Come to Pep Boys and see what's new under our hood. We've got a new look, new products, and incredible savings at our grand reopening celebration. A Power Pro 3500-watt generator is just $299.98. A 10x20-foot canopy is an incredibly low $69.98 after mail-in rebate. And a Schwinn 350-watt scooter is a low $179.98. Save $20. Check your paper for more big savings at all area Pep Boys. Don't miss it.
The Pep Boys, the Pep Boys, the Pep Boys are back around.
Pep Boys, parts, service, and so much more.
Millersville is a very diverse campus.
I'm a broadcasting major.
Psychology major.
Business major. I play softball.
Soccer.
You don't feel out of place when you come to Millersville. There's always something going on.
Yeah, I love going downtown.
Live music.
Fulton Opera House, a lot of really cool shops. We go to the outlets. You can catch a ball game.
I really love that you're not a number here at Millersville.
I'm just having a blast here at Millersville.
The WGALchannel.com has a new convenient online directory to give you access to local merchants with the click of a mouse. Go to Local Experts to find a list of companies that provide goods and services in Susquehanna Valley. Choose your region, Lancaster, Harrisburg, or York, and then the business that interests you. It's an efficient one-stop resource filled with information you need before making your next purchasing decisions. Local Experts at the WGALchannel.com. It's the help you need.
The Subaru Outback. The go-anywhere, do-anything sport utility wagon. It makes other vehicles seem prehistoric, or at least pre-Subaru. Subaru Outback.
Marching band bringing us back from break. You know, last week the shockwaves resonated when the Northern Polar Bears lost. They were the preseason favorite in the Mid-Penn Colonial, but they were knocked off by Bermudian. Tonight, the Polar Bears were hoping to take out their frustration on Central York. Let's go to Dillsburg. The Polar Bears on their home field The fans going nuts, but it's Central going nuts early on. Check out how many tackles Matt Nugent breaks here. If you count 6, then you're a winner. What a great run by Nugent here as he's finally hauled down. And that big run would set up a touchdown by the man who deserves it, Nugent. Busting in from 1 yard out, 6-0 Central York on top. More from the Panthers now. Eric Schwartz on play action looking, firing to Angelo Killam. Look at this juggling catch as he hangs on and takes it in. Central York goes on to knock out Northern 22-7. The Polar Bears 0-2 on the season, while Central improves to 2-0. All right, back up to Halifax country now with Danny Palmels. Danny?
Thank you, Mike. Thank you very much. We're here, United Methodist Church in Halifax. It's the 5th quarter. We're working overtime in Wildcat country. And you know what? We're going to have some more action from the Twin Valley Conference. Upper Dauphin and Newport. Stu Kirk of the Buffaloes, probably the best quarterback in the division. Let's take a look at the action. First quarter, the Buffs on the attack. And you know what? Kirk getting busy. Kirk warming up, and he seals the envelope on some air mail. Jamison McGarrow reels it in for the score, but Upper Dauphin keeping their heads above water. It's good times for Joseph Whitmer. He takes the Skylar Fulte pass and skates down the sideline. Anthony Hoover punches it in from there, but you know what? Newport lapped last in this one. 33-18, your final. Let's go to Millersburg hosting Tri-Valley. And you know what? Millersburg looking to add to their season opening win. And early on, it was the underclassman under center making big things happen. Darrell Kersetter Jr. tucks it away and rumbles 55 yards along the far side. 2 plays later, DJ finds pay dirt. But you know what? The extra point was no good. Tri-Valley getting busy. They're going to answer back after Kersetter gets it in. Tri-Valley answers in the second quarter. Dylan Scherfreffler hits Justin Kingler for the first down yardage, and he hangs on after the big hit. And Scherfer finishing the job on the goal line. Tyler Swarnhart goes in for 6, and it was close, but Tri-Valley wins this one at 28-20. Well, once again, we're in the 5th quarter. Halifax United Methodist Church, Danny Palmels. It's good times here. We're going to send it out to Barbara Brown, Columbia. Barbara, what do you have for us?
Thanks a lot, Danny, and they're celebrating a big win here at Columbia. They may be out here all night tonight celebrating this victory. We had a big Lancaster-Lebanon Lake showdown between Manheim Township and Cocalico, both teams coming off big wins last weekend, in Township riding the strong arm of junior quarterback Pat Bostic. Let's go out to Manheim Township tonight, where some future Blue Streaks getting behind their team. We picked things up in the first quarter, and Bostic not wasting any time, going right to the air, the little swing pass to Andy Miller, the stiff arm. Now you see him, now you don't. Move back, sir. Thanks a lot. He goes down the sideline, 68 yards for the score, and just like that, it was 10-0 Township. The Blue Streaks took advantage of a couple of Cocalico fumbles, and then Bostic going up top again. This time, Derek Dunmoyer does a nice job running under that pass, and it's 17-0 Manheim Township. Cocalico trying to make a game of it in the second quarter. Nice moves on and off the field tonight. Ronald Kreider, the little spin move. The quarterback for the Eagles goes in, but it's Township rolling big, 44-14. Manheim Central trying to rebound from a tough loss to Central Dauphin. Took on Dover out at Ratu Field tonight, and the Barons built a big lead early on. Quarterback Brandon Miller in the first half on the keeper, makes the nice cut outside. It goes in for the score, 25 yards for him. 39-0 Barons at that point. They racked up 380 first half yards compared to -6 for Dover. Last play of the half, it's Miller to Graham Zug in for the TD. Miller had 3 touchdown passes of the night, and they're celebrating at the Zugs pool tonight. Manheim Central, more pouring it on. Second half, they run outside. Student buddy left, Andy Wilson in for the score. Central throwing the shutout, 65-0, and it's always tough to play the Barons after they're coming off a loss. They were angry tonight. Woe to the opponent there. Dover looking to bounce back, and they're celebrating here in Columbia their big win, and we're going to send it back to you in the studio now, Mike.
All righty, thank you, our boy. Manheim Central with an old-fashioned country whooping there. We have another interdivision matchup from the York Adams League, Littlestown and West York. Littlestown won it all last year, won the district title, and they opened up last week with an impressive defensive performance, holding St. Pius X to just 18 yards rushing in the game. Let's go to Littlestown. For this one, West York is fired up until the first play of the game. When Littlestown with the ball, gives it to Nate Rowland, who bursts up the middle, cuts outside, down the sidelines, and look at this. First play of the game, Rowland rolls 80 yards for the score. Thunderbolts lead it 6-0. Still first quarter, West York coming back. Robbie Stepp looking up top on the fade pattern to Josh Kuntz. 7-6. The Bulldogs take the lead. West York then with some defense. Chris Gailey stuffing Luke Reichert in the end zone. That's a safety. West York has the lead 9-6. And the fans go berserk. But Littlestown has the last laugh. Reichert diving in for the touchdown. Littlestown improves to 2-0 with a 26-16 victory. The Penn Manor Comets got their first win last week in nearly 2 years. Do the Comets dare dream of 2 in a row? We'll show you how they did tonight against Lampeter Strasburg, so stick around.
Hi, we're the Gettysburg High School cheerleaders, and you're watching Football Friday on Channel 8, and we love Hussey!
What do you want for lunch today?
Lunch? I don't know. I definitely feel like something.
Yep. Me too. Oh, can't figure it out. Should we drive? Let's walk. What? Walk. You want to walk? Yeah, let's walk.
Feel like chicken? Then try one of McDonald's new premium chicken sandwiches. 3 tasty choices served grilled or crispy, all on a delicious honey wheat roll. Many drive-thrus open 24 hours.
It's the final Saturday for Wolf Furniture's biggest sale of the year, the Labor Day sale.
This Saturday, you'll find in-store coupons, store-wide savings, and free financing till 2009.
That's free financing through 2005, 6, 7, and 8.
Free financing until January 2009.
And childcare is free while you shop, so bring the kids. Plus, register to win a trip to the Bahamas. Don't miss the biggest sale of the year.
It's the final Saturday
of the Labor Day sale
at Wolf Furniture.
Dependable coverage.
A Lebanon County neighborhood flattened.
Innovative coverage.
We set out to cover the issues.
Investigative coverage.
All of the customers involved ordered their gowns or dresses from the same place.
Award-winning coverage. News 8 voted the best news service in the state. A total of 6 top awards in this year's Pennsylvania Associated Press competition. Coverage you come to expect every day and every night from News 8. Expect the best. Award-winning coverage you can count on.
Back here at Football Friday in Columbia, the Crimson Tide celebrating a big win over Scotland on their newly refurbished field. They were celebrating in Penn Manor 1 week ago. The Comets 0-10 last year beat Solanco 55-0. Tonight, though, the competition a little tougher. Lampeter Strasburg, the Pioneers coming off a big win of their own a week ago. And the Lampeter Strasburg cheerleaders were fired up for this one. And what a game this was. Third quarter, tied at 7. Blake Mitchell for the Pioneers burrows in from the 4, 13-7 LS. Now we go to the fourth quarter, the final minute of play, still 13-7, and watch Penn Manor here. The quarterback, Dean Rourke, looking and throwing to Jordan Gibbs, takes it all the way down to the LS 5-yard line. Now we got 6 seconds to play, and 2nd and goal from the 5. It's Penn Manor trying to go up top, Rourke to Gibbs again, but it is broken up in the end zone. Time for one more play from the 1-yard line. A second to go. Penn Manor going for the win, but they are denied. The great tackle by Michael Good, and LS wins a thriller 13-7. And we had a thriller here at Columbia. Damian Seals, the guy that went 99 yards for a touchdown tonight. Were you tired during that run?
No, sir. You know, I never get tired because I'm one of the great players in Section 3. Feel proud about myself.
And he's very modest, too, very modest. And a great job. We got Joe Williams over here, who scored the 2-point conversion. Big win for you guys tonight?
Oh, yeah, definitely, man. That's a great way to start off the first game on the new field. So
they christened it the right way. We'll be back from Columbia to close out with a band. Now let's go back up to Halifax and Danny Pummels.
That's right, Pat. We're here at Halifax, and the Wildcat cheerleaders with plenty of pride still left. We're going late into the hours here. It's late at night, but you know what? We're still having a ball here. We're actually by the bonfire, and I think we could use some marshmallows, a marshmallow or two. I'm surrounded by the Halifax Wildcats football players. Big 21-15 win over Lion Mountain. I'm here, Brandon Sturp, one of the Wildcats players, wide receiver, no doubt. Was this a big win for you guys tonight?
Of course, coming into a Lion Mountain game, we're always prepared well. Coach got us pumped up, and I know we just played well. We all did our thing. Lyman did good. Zach Klinger stepped it up. wide receivers did good. They had a few big plays, but we came together. We're good when we gel together. We play pretty well.
Brandon Sturp, the PC guy, getting everybody involved. But we got one more game to take a look at. Waynesboro and West Perry. Last week, Waynesboro took Camp Hill down to the wire, losing on a missed extra point. So tonight we find out if Waynesboro can add a new identity, or is last week's game just an aberration? We pick up the action, and you know what? Unfortunately, it was the latter. The Tribe having a tough way to go against West Perry. And guess who comes calling? Mike Scott kicks it in off the option pitch. 23-0 Mustangs at that juncture, but Waynesboro giving it the old high school try. Mike McKenzie goes into the promised land, but Ibrahim Smith doing him one better. Number 15 gets the give, and like OJ in the getaway, they're not going to catch him. That is a long 41-yard touchdown score, and later Scott back to work. Kid's got more moves than a U-Haul truck. 24-yard scamper. West Perry wins this one big, 51-22. Well, that does it for me here in Wildcat Country, guys. I had a great time. Back over to you.
All righty, Danny, we finish up with a game that is a defensive coordinator's nightmare. A team like Carlisle that has a triple-headed monster in its backfield. Tyrese Marshall, Clem Johnson, and Brandon Hurd combined for 4,000 yards rushing last year. That's right, 4,000 yards. Tonight, Cedar Cliff was hoping to corral the Herd's terrific trio. This game at West Shore Stadium, and Carlisle in the white way up in the third quarter. Clem Johnson, the quarterback, showing some big-time moves. 30 yards on the score. Johnson had 3 touchdowns, and the Thundering Herd is way up in this one. Later in the quarter, another member of that terrific trio, Brandon Hurd, giving the Herd another 6 points as he rumbles right through the Cedar Cliff defense. 62 yards. Carlisle is in a rout, leading this one 33-zip. And they still weren't through. The third member of that trio, Johnson pitching to Tyrese Marshall, and Marshall finds the end zone. Carlisle blows out Cedar Cliff 40-7. Thundering Herd goes to 2-0 on the year. That is going to do it for Week 2 of Football Friday. Be sure to join us tomorrow for News 8 at 6 for highlights of the Saturday games, which will include Bishop McDevitt taking on Redland. That'll do it for now. Have a good night, everybody. We'll see you next week.